Clairen of kapl as usual, but the Galvan of Mystery Soul. If you've been waiting to see the offline debut of this character for Mystery Soul, well, get ready because he does some messed up stuff with this character.
Yeah, and this is the matchup you kind of expect to see it in, right? Typically considered a more difficult matchup for Fleet. This is certainly not a clearly winning matchup for Galvan, but I would say it's better for him on his overall matchup spread. Magnet is really helpful in terms of contesting with Clairen's range. Clairen is a nice fall speed for a lot of the up air combos that allow you to get pretty long strings on her, and the way that Galvan's edge guards is pretty strong against Clairen, so there are things to like here.
Yeah, I mean, being able to contest the range of Clairen is huge, but I mean, yeah, just not having to deal with, you know, that mid-range. I mean, we've seen that Mystery Soul spacing has already been so good, but like we were talking about, the Magnet's so helpful, but the big body tax comes for all. My goodness, that's a big combo from kapl.
All of the good things being said, that still happens. He's still
you're
a big body. Yeah,
you're big
a big
and you're
body.
heavy.
And so definitely something you have to worry about in kapl. A player who will absolutely push this as far as he has to. And this offstage game, we talked about how it can be difficult for Clairen. Galvan's recovery, I mean, let's call a spade, it's ass.
Yeah, it's not what you want if you're playing a character, but...
Oh, nice, miss tech.
Good steal right there, and that can be kind of scary for Galvan too, because that does put you into special fall. Obviously, you can wall jump afterwards. Mystery Soul can probably grab the ledge as well, but definitely never want to whiff that down special off stage.
Yeah, it can put you in a tricky position. The drill now set up near the ledge. kapl going out of its way to destroy it. Clever stuff. That is one of the ways that Galvan is able to really extend his combo game past just those 3 pieces. Now aggressing. Have to find some way in. And this Magnet, we talked about it early as a way to kind of interrupt this range. kapl seems more than ready for it. Oh no.
Oh, kapl went for one more. Mystery Soul using that side special to try to get back to the ledge. Nice, clean waveland on stage. And I love the use of that empowered drill right there. We go for it again. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like we said, that's a good, it just kills if you miss the tech, but there have been opportunities to tech in both of those instances. All of a sudden, kapl in such a scary spot, unable to tech time and time again. The UFO online, thankfully for Mystery Soul. Hanging out here a little bit, kapl trying to navigate a bit of a weird situation at the ledge and ends up just letting Mystery Soul back.
Ooh, wonder if maybe kapl was trying to make use of that UFO right there. But
yikes, really?
Nice little clean setup off of... I'll hold my tongue. You know what? That was a nice confirmed kapl.
Yeah, good stuff.
Way to get that game won.
And it's tough.
I'm not mad.
Because, and you know, Galvan's a heavy character. Don't get me wrong. I think his official weight is like 104 or something like that. I think he's 4 units heavier than Arcane. That being said, his fall speed and a couple of his other stats actually mean that he dies a little bit earlier than you would expect. And so situations like that where the other heavies might live a 4-strong at that point, I mean, 120, it's questionable for anybody. But Galvan's a little bit easier to kill than you think. And when you combine that with his recovery and his big body and a character like Clairen who's really able to abuse it, it can be a scary prospect. Ooh, DI in on that forward throw means that Mystery Soul putting kapl in a difficult spot off stage, but using that side B actually got rid of Galvanize, so Mystery Soul kind of handicapping his own options in that instance. We haven't seen a lot of down air either.
It's such a... It's such a weird resource to try to keep track of because you can get access to it so often, but you can easily lose it when you need it most.
For sure.
Okay, we've caught out.
No tech again.
Wow, really, really smart. I've seen Mystery Soul make such good use of just a lot of... this is my favorite thing to do with Galvan.
So stupid.
This is my favorite thing about this character.
For those of you that don't know what's happening, Mystery Soul is putting a drill in the far left corner at that, Sakurai angle, so that if kapl's ever hit out there, you know,
just die.
Stuff's going to kill a little earlier.
Ooh, great job shielding, though. kapl definitely catching on to the fact that Mystery Soul has been letting that whole sequence rip. Yeah, you're not making it back from that.
No.
Not even a need to go out there again. kapl getting this one right back to even, but will it last? Because Mystery Soul is not afraid
Yeah, a little ambitious off stage. Thankfully, doesn't result in too much for kapl. Mystery Soul able to push this advantage state further, but Galvan's poor airspeed really working against him in this advantage state. Finally, the down air.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's basically Falco down air.
Oh,
like,
10,
if you think about it.
Yeah, it is Falco down air.
It's a messed up move for sure. Ooh, Mystery Soul didn't turn around to be able to get the grab. A big time forward air. Strong move, and burning that galvanized to get that drill up.
Oh, nice.
Not even necessary to take that stock. We'll get another one up for our troubles here. Mystery Soul now up 1 full stock.
Yeah, and you see the drill again set up on that platform. Trying to catch King kapl slipping, trying to make this advantage stay a little bit better, and finally kapl able to find his way back to the stage. This punish so big, Mystery Soul finally able to find his way out of it. Now at the ledge, what do you got?
Not enough. I mean, Mystery Soul keeping that pressure on. A little bit of a bounce back. Still making such good use of every tool. Galvan's got nice jump cancel off of the connection from that side special. Great recognition to keep that advantage state going.
Oh, the parry. What? What?
Oh my goodness! Down,
no
up,
way.
And one more. Mystery Soul showing off the setups.
Put him in the contraption. Rube Goldberg. Yeah, it's interesting what we've been seeing, a little bit of back and forth. Mystery Soul, not like a huge proponent of using the drills at like all times, but when there's opportunities to put them down, finding those chances, and honestly, like, even if it pays off just one time, it was worth doing, right? You don't need it to be something that works every single time, but so far as it just gets you a stock or pushes that advantage a little bit further, it's worth the like couple seconds it takes to put it there, especially if it's like safe.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you'll see, especially for characters that take a long time to recover, Clairen can be one of them. You'll see Galvans just go for those fully charged drill setups. Sometimes it'll even let you keep that galvanized, but also it's nice to just be able to set up those drills because you don't always need to hold on to the galvanized forever. It's very easy to get back into your pocket.
That's definitely true. Something I would like to see a little bit more of from Mystery Soul is experimenting a little bit with those true side Bs. And what I mean by that is at like around like 70–80% on Clairen, there's ways that you can get fair into side B, fair into side B, and nair into side B. And just have it be true into kill confirms off the side. And so something to keep an eye on, especially if, you know, Mystery Soul's able to find those hits anyway. That being said, hasn't been necessary so far just because of how strong he has been off stage.
My goodness, and even the recoveries have been so strong. You are in the bounce house, my friend. Look out on the right side, by the way. Watch that contraption.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, if I'm kapl right now, I'm getting rid of at least one of those.
Oh, man. Those drills have bad intentions. And actually using the up throw into the drill. Not even on the list of things I said, but the jump used early in Mystery Soul, looking dominant all of a sudden.
The combo game is just relentless.
That's desperate.
You want it too much, my friend.
That's desperate.
You're asking for things that aren't there.
Never mind. I'll give it up.
Drift.
I'll give it up.
Yeah, great drift there off stage. And honestly, like, it's never over. kapl has a great event. You know, whatever we were doing, it did work.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
I don't like the way it looks. I thought Mystery Soul was not ready for that drill to actually connect, but nonetheless is able to keep the pressure on. This could be the end of game number 3 for kapl in just a moment here. Forward throw, no.
Ooh, weak bear, sending kapl back off stage. Going for that down B, able to get back to the ledge, kapl.
Nice drift.
Yeah, timing the up B just right, but the down strong. Gonna set up that drill at the ledge. I don't know what we were doing over there, but you got it. Imagine a world. 3 drills.
This is where you know Mystery Soul is comfortable because we start going for the swag. Could you have been dead here yet?
Yeah,
probably.
Definitely. What?
Yeah, you could have been dead here.
Stop it. This is what I said. This is what I mean about people being mean.
Like, what are we doing? I'm telling you, it's endemic to this game.
Why are we treating people like this? These are our friends.
You have to be kind. You see this person every week.
There's gonna be beef, personal beef.
Oh my goodness. The only
yikes.
thing I want from Mystery Soul is to just ride the UFO all the way over to the Blast Zone.
I mean, you can definitely do it on this stage, and there's nothing kapl can do about it.
Absolutely nothing, no.
I'm curious what the idea was on this counter pick, especially because kapl has been dying off stage largely to edge guards, and so.
Yeah, that's a good point, because obviously that's going to be the main method of taking stocks on this stage, just given how humongous those blast zones are. But then again, if you have some confirms online from Clairen, I would imagine that this is more of a comfort pick than it is like a strategy pick, that maybe kapl just feels like, you know what, getting overwhelmed a little bit, maybe you just want a little bit more space to work with.
And I think part of it too could be the amount of space that this stage offers is hard for Galvan to cover, right? He's got a slow run speed, he's got a really slow air speed, and so it can be a little tricky, especially if you're camping on those top platforms in terms of like, okay, how are you even going to catch kapl? Ooh, nice.
Well, you're going to get caught off stage right there, and now we'll see kapl working with a gigantic lead. If he's going to be able to run away and get that started, but Mystery Soul right now racking up the damage.
Yeah, super nice first stock, but Mystery Soul answering back in kind. That magnet putting kapl in tough spot off stage. The tech, though, those have gotten better as the set has gone on.
Oh my gosh.
Very lucky that didn't sweet spot. The DI in again. Ooh. On the fourth throw. kapl getting caught with that a little more than he should. A little more than he should.
Perhaps a bit too much, but I mean, honestly, it was a really solid idea right there by Mystery Soul to go for that, the Nair right there to set up. Yeah. I think a lot of people would just continue to throw out those up airs, missing the parry.
What are these side Bs?
Yeah.
It's the only thing I've just been mystified by. I'm assuming it's like a certain read, or maybe kapl had an idea of like a certain way to punish something and it's just not working, but it seems like premeditated almost, for lack of a better word, and I don't know what the purpose is. They've been weird.
I want to see one of them connect just so that I can know for sure. Nonetheless, sour spot down here. Yes,
very
easy
good.
Setup for the F-Strong. kapl still getting to play with a very solid lead. This extra space working out real well.
And we talked about Galvan dying early. Again, 118 after the hit. Not that, you know, like, Clairen F-Strong is strong, don't get me wrong, but the other heavies aren't dying there.
Ooh, wait a second. You might be dying if you're kapl right now. No tech.
And it's like, it's been pretty rinse repeat for Mystery Soul. I'm surprised that kapl hasn't just got that online. It's hard when it keeps happening over and over again, but it seems like one of those things that you would have some degree of consistency with at the very least.
I mean, it's just so scary up against Galvan, although on stage, kapl looking a bit more comfortable right now, but not trying to make up that space. The parries have been so consistent.
Yeah, really good. And as Clairen, like, you kind of have to do that to Magnet, because as we were saying, it kind of runs the neutral if you're not willing to. And one of the nice things about parrying Galvan Magnet is the... careful! The angle it's set at often allows the person who parried it to actually get a combo.
My goodness, and you look at how careful kapl is playing, knowing at 100%, all you really need is a sour spot to set up for a tipper, maybe even a throw! Missed the turnaround! You could lose the game off of that. Mystery Soul, big edge guard! Oh my goodness, is it gonna end like this?
That magnet just missed, and I like that. The high recovery from kapl, knowing that he's gonna get hit, but knowing that he's not going to die. It's risk management. The DI in! On these forward throws, you gotta stop, brother!
You gotta be more careful than that. Drill setup now could potentially take that stock if you get knocked back into it. So Mystery Soul playing around it.
This is
tech chase, but no galvanize, so...
What?
Taunt?
What?
That can't have been on purpose.
Let him know.
All right, Mystery Soul, that high recovery, very signature of his Galvan gameplay.
Damn.
Fastfall all the way down, kapl not ready to punish. This is one hit away for either of these players.
Yeah, very scary spot to be in with the way that kapl's been dealing with forward throw. It truly is one forward throw away. What was... Maybe a bit of a read on that, but the back air was coming out a little bit earlier. kapl showing good patience and pushing this to a game 5.
Game 5. I'm loving it right now, and Mystery Soul is also sticking with the Galvan. No switches over to the Fleet, like you said. Not an ideal Fleet matchup, so it will be the Galvan going through, so we'll see if it is polished enough to close out the set. against, I mean, these are two of the titans of this region, but nonetheless, it would be a big upset for kapl to be able to eliminate Mystery Soul, at least from the winner's side of this bracket.
Absolutely. Mystery Soul is someone we expect to see in top 8s.
Winner's side.
Yeah, not somebody we expect to see going down in pools. kapl trying to create this pressure off stage. The up B, 2 hits. Good enough. Nice DI on the up air. That could have been very, very bad. The high recovery as well goes unpunished.
My goodness, yeah, the edge guarding, I think, for both of these players has
What
been a little
is
difficult.
happening?
I'm wondering if just the hands are moving a bit too quickly.
Oh man,
It
that is
can't
not
be on
what you like to
purpose.
see. All right, but it's been multiple instances where Mystery Soul's in neutral and effectively gives up any positioning that he's had because he's hitting taunt.
And what gets me is that, like, there are some if Beastly was doing that, I'd be like, all right,
It's on
man.
purpose, yeah.
But with Mystery Soul,
There's no way.
I don't believe it. That's just not the temperament.
No. High recovery again goes unpunished. That's 2 in a row. I'm wondering if Mystery Soul potentially going to keep an eye on that the next time kapl recovers. Nair?
Ooh, a little bit too greedy for that down air, though.
Could have worked, could have worked. Spacing just a little bit off. DI in on the up tilt means that Mystery Soul is going to get a follow-up now. kapl forced to recover low.
Oh my goodness, Mystery Soul is a bit too brave right now and making use of the UFO. kapl up a stock right now.
Yeah, like you said, great use of the UFO, realizing the resources that he has. That's it being said. The forward tilt, just good enough, catches people slipping. The down air, not going to get anything done. And I have to imagine he wanted up tilt, not up strong.
I would have to imagine,
I have
yeah.
to imagine that.
The move that covers every platform forever.
Yeah,
You think you would pick that one to cover the platform?
That's what I thought he would pick.
Ooh.
Nice. That parry is guaranteed in the side B. A great punish.
Super easy to hit right there, Mystery Soul.
Oh, the reset off the drill.
But no tech chase, didn't get the knockdown. Instead, kapl gonna get a second leash here on this life.
Scary.
Good drift down on the recovery, but Mystery Soul reads it.
Forced to go high. Just hold the ledge. Just
A
hold the
little
ledge.
bit worried. That time works out. So kapl on winner's bracket stock. My goodness.
Yeah, and after a great start to this game, unfortunately letting this one go, the high recoveries again. We talk about nerves. kapl has been unable to slap the ledge for the last stock.
Which, you know, against Galvan, you got to start doing it. You got to get to that ledge quick.
And like I said, there's mix-ups involved where you have to figure it out, and sometimes you actually just want to go high, but every single time Mystery Soul is going to figure that out. No punish off the Nair either. Mystery Soul, double drill. Can be a little bit hard to punish if you're not ready for it, but DI in on the back throw means the forward strong is as good as it'll ever be, and this is last stop. Game 5, Mystery Soul. Is he able to stop the upset? Is kapl able to steal his soul?
Good DI on that up throw right there. My goodness, this really is anyone's game, and kapl can suddenly turn it around. Miss input right there. Certainly should have been an up air or an up tilt. Mystery Soul getting to avoid a potentially very dangerous situation, but kapl keeps the pressure on. Mystery Soul trying to get off of these platforms, but against Clairen, there's just no escape.
Mystery Soul's getting a little bit antsy in the corner, though. We've seen a couple of early jumps. They haven't turned into anything because kapl's moves have just missed, but if kapl is able to clip Galvan jumping back out of the corner, it could be curtains. Unfortunately, the DI in on this forward throw again
recovery.
and again and again.
That was so smart there by kapl. Oh my goodness,
What
the UFO
is happening?
almost
What
made
do you do?
everything worse. Tech chase,
Oh.
jab. Do we get a tipper here to finish it? Great DI by Mystery Soul to stay alive.
The high recovery. Double shield. The correct DI on the up throw. The tech on the forward tilt. It's flawless. It's cinema and Mystery Soul. He's seen this movie before. Roll credits.
We have a banger of a set for the VODs, and you can see both of those players pushed to the limit, and it all came down to one read on a spot dodge. It was last game, last stock, last hit. Man, the fact that these two are from this region and they put on a show like that, cinema.
That was awesome. That's peak. That's what Rivals is about. If you're watching, that's what
That's
it's
Rivals
about.
of Aether
That's
II.
Rivals of Aether II. That's why we're here. That's why we care.
That's why we
That's
love
why
it.
it hits right here.
I love this game. I love these players. My goodness. And we got to see you know, Mystery Soul playing a new character, the stalwart #1 of Washington, right? Just in general, right? Everybody knows how good Mystery Soul is at this game. And kapl, at the start of this game, really had to grind to get to where he is now.
Totally.
But the fact that he